Bulking is so hard for me, constantly force feeding myself to a 500 or 600 calorie surplus, and I've only gained 1 pound in 3 weeks. How do you guys do this? Tired of eating when I never feel hungry, constantly feeling full and sluggish. Gym performance has been pretty good, but man, I'm tired of eating so much. Okay, so I want to get your opinion on this from a non-gym perspective, because I know you had a hard time gaining weight when we were younger.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, in a sense, I did have to bulk in high school.
Yeah, just not with the resistance training aspect of it.
No, it was just because I was, my
Incredibly
pediatrician
underweight,
said I probably should.
Yeah.
And it was hard. I mean, I'm somebody who I just kind of stay the same weight no matter what I do.
Yeah. You have a very, very strong settling point.
Yeah. It does not change.
It doesn't. Your metabolism's like, you're here and that's it.
Yeah. I like, not to brag, but that's just how I am.
No, that's your genetic makeup.
Yeah. And when I was younger, like freshman, sophomore in high school, my set point was lower than it should be according to the weight charts.
Right. Which again, not 100% of the time are they 100% accurate.
Right.
We're going off of massive averages of human beings, right?
Right.
So it could have been that you would never have experienced any of the metabolic issues from being underweight, but
it wouldn't hurt to gain a little bit.
Pediatricians and physicians in general just want to get you within the margins, because that way it's a little bit easier for them to figure out what's going on. Right.
Right.
You know.
I wasn't having any health problems or anything, but it was recommended to us. And so my mom decided, okay, yeah, well.
So what were the main tactics?
What I remember, we actually did go to a nutritionist.
Really?
We had an appointment. I've never told you that.
I don't think so.
We did go to a nutritionist. It was just one appointment as far as I remember. And it was really just an educational appointment about how to have a balanced plate. You know, your protein should be, I remember, the size of a deck of cards, or like you should have.
Oh, okay. So it's just like a basic understanding of
basic nutrition.
Yes.
Like,
so she didn't prescribe you a
very
meal plan.
Healthy. Well, so one thing about me is I've never been a big breakfast eater.
That's true.
So I never really ate much breakfast before going to school.
That's true.
But we changed that with my beloved Carnation Instant Breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
I had Carnation Instant Breakfast.
Those will put some weight on you.
With I think we landed on 2% milk.
Yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Not full fat?
No, because nobody in the house would have eaten it or drunk it besides me.
Really?
And so we did 2%.
You could have taken that down?
I hate milk.
Really?
I hate milk. I guess
that's true. We've never had milk.
We never have milk unless I need it for a recipe.
Wow. I can get behind some milk.
Yeah, no, we're not milk people.
I don't like milk by itself, but I like what milk gives me. Yeah. And that's cereal. And dunking cookies in said milk. What else? But
I started for breakfast having Carnation Instant Breakfast with 2% milk.
Yeah.
So that was extra calories because I might have had a granola bar before then, or before starting the instant breakfast. And then I feel like lunch and dinner probably stayed about the same, but I had a chocolate milkshake every night.
Nice.
My mom would make a chocolate milkshake with ice cream, more 2% milk. I don't really know what else because she was the one who made it.
She didn't put any protein powder in it, right?
I doubt it. I think I would remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a big milkshake every night. I've always been a big grazer. Like I'll snack.
I was just about to say that.
So maybe if this person is a 3-meal-a-day person, like eating high volume, high calorie breakfast, high volume lunch, like big amounts 3 times a day, I couldn't do that.
I think what's important is all of these questions, we have to answer them in 2 different ways, because there's the lifestyle, general health recommendation that I usually give. And then there's the bodybuilding, purposefully in a strength sport recommendation.
Sure.
These are 2 completely different things. Your experience is more in the general health realm.
Just wanting to gain some weight.
Here's what we need to do to put a little bit of weight on you so that your hormonal health is fine. As you continue to develop, your body doesn't run into any issues. We don't have any bone loss problems, right? That's normally what happens when we're underweight.
But yeah,
this guy seems to be more in the bodybuilding zone.
But maybe, I don't know, if he is eating 3 huge meals a day, maybe taking a little bit of volume away from the big meals and just having like a high protein, bigger snack twice, 3 times a day instead.
All right. You want to know the 3 secrets to putting on weight?
Oh, yeah.
As a bodybuilder, right here. Number 1, don't go very heavy on the protein.
Because protein fills you up.
Counterintuitive. A lot of people think, I'm bulking, I got to put in a lot of protein.
You need to eat enough protein, but protein's very satiating.
Incredibly satiating. Difficult to digest in a lot of cases. So if you're overfeeding, that's when we start to get really bad bloating, which the feeling of bloating as a bodybuilder is probably one of the worst things, because not only do you look fatter in the midsection, but you also feel like I could not put any more food away in my life. Bloating is the number one thing I try to avoid with people, and that comes from getting your gut health in order. And sometimes when you're overdoing it on protein, especially if it's processed protein powder or like a mass gainer, dude, you are going to get farts and it's going to be bad. So that's one thing. Get enough protein, the minimal amount of protein that you need, which probably be like 0.6 to 0.8 grams per pound of body weight. The literature is all over the place with protein.
But get enough protein.
And then,
but don't get too much protein. And
then you cannot go too heavy on the carbs. I'm telling you, there's a reason that the United States has an obesity epidemic.
It's we eat so much carbs.
It's carbs. It's highly processed, highly palatable carbs. All of our food is based around that.
Oh, yeah.
So lean into that if you are purposely trying to bulk.
Like me with my milkshakes.
Dude, I could put weight on anybody.
Have a milkshake. It worked for me.
So that's number 1.
Yeah.
Before I go too deep down the carb rabbit hole. Number 2, don't neglect liquid calories. Again.
Drink lots of sodas.
No.
I'm kidding.
I mean, you could.
Milk. Drink milk. Don't be like me.
I just finished a dirty bulk. There's a video on my channel. Go check that out. It's great. But a dirty bulk is where you just eat whatever. For me, when I say liquid calories, what I mean is carb style drinks.
Like juice?
Gatorade, juice.
Okay.
Right? These, again, this is not a general health recommendation because these are packed with sugar. Packed. Like if you look at fruit juice, bro.
And they're empty calories.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to spike your insulin. It's going to really make you just like, you're going to crash. Your energy is going to be terrible. But if you're a bodybuilder and you can't get down solid food, let me tell you, a gallon of orange juice is going to put some weight on you.
A gallon in a day?
Easy money. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
We're talking big time now.
That's a lot of orange juice.
Orange juice, apple juice is really great. I mean, basically any type of fruit juice. You know, V8 Splash, not the regular vegetable V8. V8 Splash with 10 teaspoons of sugar in it. That stuff will put weight on you. Oh, that's number 2. God. And the third one, don't neglect a little bit of cardio. Again, counterintuitive, but like we talked about last week.
Makes you hungry.
It makes you hungry. So and again, this is very individual, but like I said last week, for me, when I get done with a run, I will eat anything and everything. So a lot of the times when we think about bulk, everybody thinks I've got to be a lump on a log and just sit on the couch and just eat and eat and eat. Your appetite will plummet if your activity is plummeting.
So if you just go for a light jog?
A walk. I'm talking like 10, 15 minutes of a walk.
Okay.
And that, like, it can be that much. Like hitting a daily step count or finding 20 to 30 minutes in your day to do low impact, steady state cardio that's not going to put you into a deficit is going to increase your appetite. It will.
Well, there you go.
9 times out of 10. If you do those 3 things, you're going to put weight on.
Nice.
Or you have a metabolic disorder. That's it. Like, I understand the force feeding aspect of it is really hard. And I think that we've put the cart before the horse in bodybuilding with that. Like, it doesn't have to be food all the time. Calories are calories are calories are calories, regardless of where they come from. So
drink a chocolate milkshake every night.
Take your brain out of the I've got to eat massive amounts of food and put it in what are other strategies that I can use to do this.
Nice.
There you go. That's my bulking. That's some coaching for free right there, because that's what I tell all my bulking clients. So there you go. If you want to get one where I talk to you a little bit more in depth, you can apply for coaching.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you.